Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about how to register for the IELTS examination with the AEO IDP Australia. So let's type AEO IELTS registration in the Google search bar and press enter, and then open the very first link available. Okay, here is the registration portal if you are going to register from Pakistan. So if you want to read all these details or instructions, you can read, and after that you will select your city. Let's select Lahore and press the register button. Okay, so this is the IELTS booking visit with IDP Australia, and here are the dates available for the IELTS examination. um, let's see for the general training what dates we have in November 2017. So when we scroll down, we can see that we have only one date available on 11th November 2017 for general training. So let's select this option and then press continue. Okay, here is the thing. If you have already booked any IELTS examination previously with the IDP Education, then you will enter your previous credentials and just log in. And if you are registering as a new candidate, all you have to do is to create a new user account by clicking this button, and there you go. So here you will enter your credentials, and you will select your title, your given name. Make sure you spell your names correctly. Then you will select your gender. Okay, here you will select your date of birth. Make sure you select the correct date of birth that is matching with your identity document, your passport or your CNIC. So let me select this date. And here you have two options for the identification documents or identification type. It's either going to be passport or a national identity card. So let me select the passport option here. Since I have selected a passport, I have to enter my passport number here, but for security purposes, I will not enter my own passport number. I will just enter any random figure to make sure that it does not make an error in the end. So nationality, as per your document, mine is Pakistan. So I will select Pakistan. Okay, the first language is Urdu. So I will select Urdu. So here is the most important thing that you will have to enter your telephone number, because telephone number is an important thing to mention, as later on they will communicate with you through your mobile number or your landline number, whatever you will provide them. So it is important to mention your valid phone number or a landline number. So here is a very important detail that you have to enter is your email address. Make sure it is valid and correct, because all of the communication that will be conducted between you and IDP Australia is through an email. So if you will not provide the correct email address, you can miss the important communication or important details that they will have to send you through an email. So we are done with the email. Let's move on to the next step. Here you will select the occupation level. In case your occupation level is not listed here, you can select the other option and then type your occupation level here in this placeholder. Then you will select your occupation sector. Now you will select your occupation sector. Um, this is the list of different occupation sectors that you can choose from, and if you to not find your occupation sector here, you can select other and then type your occupation level in this placeholder. So mine is construction industry, so I will select this and move on. Now you have to select your education level. So you can select any of these four options that belongs to you, and then you will have to tell them that how many years you have been studying English. So it's going to be 9 years or more for me. So next is the most important step. You will have to provide your valid mailing address. So because you will be sent one copy of your result on this mailing address. So it's very important that you provide the valid mailing address and you do not make any mistakes while providing your address. So let's start with the country, Pakistan, and here you will add the details for your address. So there are three address lines. You can utilize them all if you have to do so. And then you have to enter your town, your state, region, your zip code. And then move on to the next section. Here you will have to indicate that how you want to receive information or newsletters from the IDP education. You will have to select yes for both because you want to have information by both channels, by email or by SMS. Then this section contains the user information. Here you will have a username that is automatically generated by the system, and here you will have to choose a password. So you can choose any password that belongs to you and keep it secret. Very important. So here you can see an interesting thing that in the start you had selected the city Lahore for your test center, and it is showing the test center details here in the bottom. Now if you want to register, you will click on the register button and let's see what happens. Okay, here are the terms and conditions. If you want to read them all, you can. If you have time, you can read them all and make sure you understand everything before you move forward. Then there is an acknowledgement and you will have to check this option. I have read and agree to the terms and conditions above, and then press continue. Perfect. On this page, you will have to enter the application details. So here you will select that which country are you applying or intending to. You will select any country. And this option is about that why are you taking the IELTS examination. So since it is general, so mostly it is for immigration purposes. Okay, here, have you previously taken IELTS before? You can choose whatever belongs to you. So I will select no here. So next is a question that where are you currently studying English? If you are studying English at any institute, you can type its name here in this placeholder. But if you're not studying an English at any institute, then you can simply type not applicable and move on. Okay, in this section, you will provide details about the identification document, and here are the instructions that you must meet in order to provide details. So here you will select the type of the identification document that you are going to provide. Either it is going to be passport or a national identity card. So I'm going to provide a passport details. So this is the number of the passport that I entered previously. So it has been automatically selected by the system. And then you will enter the expiry date. Let's say my passport is going to expire on this date. Okay, here are some further instructions about the identity document that you will have to upload. Yeah, before you upload, you have to read all these instructions and then You will press select image from this by pressing this button, and for this privacy purposes, I'm not going to upload my own passport here. I will select any random document from my directory and then upload it. It will take some time. Perfect, the upload was successful, and now I will press continue. So here is the option that if you want to send your results to any institution, normally in case of general training IELTS exam, you do not have to send your test report form to any institute or agency or employer. So for the time being, I'm not going to send this result to any institution. So I will just press continue here and move on. So this is the last page where you have the summary of all the details that you entered earlier. If you want to read all the terms and conditions, you can click here and read the terms and conditions, and then you will check this option and press continue. So this has been turned into green, means that you are agreeing to their terms and conditions. So let's press continue and see what happens next. Okay, this is the last step for your registration. Here you will have to make payment. This is the IELTS registration fee, which is 28,675 PKR, and this is your reference number. And there are the payment options, like if you want to pay offline or pay now. Okay, if you want to pay offline, you will click this button, and here are the details that how you will pay offline. Here are the instructions. You will print this page, and then you will make draft or pay order in the name of AEO Pakistan with this reference number, and then you will send it at their address, and you will have to send these documents with your application. And finally, for information on paying online, you can call these two numbers and get more information on your payment. In the end, you will take a print out of this page by clicking this print button and save it with you. So now we have seen that how to pay offline for the IELTS. Now let's see how to pay online. So we will close this. Okay, finally here is the option to pay now. If you want to pay now, you must have a credit card with you. Let's click on the pay now button and see how can we pay online. So this is the payment method. Here you can read the instructions and select the payment option, which is going to be credit card, and press continue. Okay, here you will make payment. It will automatically redirect you to Bank Alphala payment portal. From here you will select your credit card type, either it is MasterCard or Visa. So let's select Visa here. Perfect. So here you will enter your details, card number, your expiry date, and your 3 digits security code, which is on the back side of your credit card. It is also called as a CVV number. Finally, you will click on the pay button, and your payment will be made, and you will receive email for the confirmation of your payment and confirmation of your registration within next 24 hours. I hope I have explained everything in detail for the IELTS registration process with IDP Education. But still, if you have got any questions, You can drop your questions or queries in the comment box below. Thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned for our next videos.